Hello, fellow learners, and welcome back to another episode of The Study Formula, the podcast where we break down the art and science of effective learning. I'm your host, Paige Martin, here to guide you through the labyrinth of study habits and strategies so you can learn smarter, not harder. Let me start by asking you a question. Have you ever found yourself lost in a sea of notes trying to focus while a playlist plays in the background and you wonder, does this actually help? Or is it just another distraction? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, studies show that nearly 60% of students listen to music while studying, hoping it will boost their concentration and recall. But is there really a magical playlist that can make you a better learner? Or is silence truly golden when it comes to hitting the books? In today's episode, The Best Music for Studying, Does It Really Help? We'll dive deep into this common dilemma. We'll explore the science behind music and learning, uncover common struggles, and provide you with actionable insights to optimize your study sessions. Whether you're a student drowning in coursework, a professional studying for certifications, or a lifelong learner tackling a new skill, this episode is for you. So, grab your headphones and let's tune into some knowledge. All right, let's get into the groove of things. First up, let's talk about why music and studying is such a hot topic. We've all been there, trying to drown out the world with our favorite tunes while we study. But how does music actually influence our brain? The answer is a bit nuanced. Research suggests that music can have both positive and negative effects on studying. On the one hand, music can enhance mood and motivation, reduce stress, and even improve certain cognitive functions. This is particularly true for music you enjoy. When your brain releases dopamine, it can make the task at hand seem less daunting. However, not all music is created equal when it comes to studying. Lyrics, for example, can be a major distraction. If you've ever found yourself singing along instead of focusing on your notes, you're experiencing what's known as the irrelevant speech effect. This phenomenon highlights how our brains are wired to process language, making it difficult to concentrate on reading or writing tasks while listening to lyrics. So, what's the solution? Here's a simple, science-backed strategy. Opt for instrumental music. Classical music, like Mozart or Bach, is a popular choice due to its complex structures and soothing nature. This is often referred to as the Mozart effect, suggesting that classical music can temporarily enhance spatial-temporal reasoning. Another great option is ambient music. Genres like lo-fi hip-hop or electronic music provide a steady rhythm without the distraction of lyrics. These genres often create an atmospheric backdrop that can help you maintain focus and flow. But what if you're someone who needs complete silence? That's perfectly okay too. For some, silence is the best way to maintain concentration. If you find music distracting, consider using noise-canceling headphones or white noise apps to block out background noise without the addition of music. Let's not forget about the importance of timing. Music can be a fantastic tool for creating study rituals. Try using a particular playlist to signal the start of a study session or a specific song to wrap it up. This can help train your brain to shift into focus mode more efficiently. Now let's put this into practice. Next time you sit down to study, experiment with different types of music and environments. Start by creating a playlist of instrumental or ambient tracks and see how it affects your concentration. If you're tackling something particularly challenging, you might want to try complete silence. Remember, the key is to find what works best for you. And there you have it, folks. An exploration of how music can be both a friend and a foe in your study journey. Whether you choose to study with symphonies or silence, remember that the ultimate goal is to create an environment that enhances your focus and productivity. As we wrap up today's episode, consider experimenting with different music genres or study environments this week. Reflect on how each setting influences your concentration and retention. And don't forget, there's no one-size-fits-all. Tailor your study habits to suit your unique preferences and needs. Before we sign off, if you found this episode helpful, why not share it with a friend who might benefit from these insights? And, as always, feel free to reach out with your thoughts or questions. Your feedback is music to our ears. Until next time, keep learning, stay curious, and remember, you have the power to create your own study symphony.